Hi everybody, Corrie Sommers here again today, and I am meeting with Ronson Moses, who owns Moses Fitness. Phenomenal place to work out. I've come here for a while and they've been amazing. Why don't you share with everyone a little bit about your business and what that you do here, because it's a little different than just a gym.
Yeah, so I guess on the basic level, it's going to be a strength and conditioning gym. And I think the thing that separates us the most from other places is basically there's three things that will get people results. It's training, nutrition, accountability. And when you go to just a normal gym, you're kind of segregating yourself in these different, these different columns. So, if you go to an LA Fitness, you're going to get training. You go and you do Weight Watchers, you're going to get nutrition. Maybe if you do something like Jenny Craig, you're going to have a like a nutrition aspect as well as an accountability. But we do all that combined here, where we give you the training, the nutrition, and the accountability all wrapped up, and that gives people the best results. And we do it in in a really welcoming environment. It's not super intimidating. They're not a bunch of dudes that are just like super strong. And if they are here and they're super strong, they're really nice. So that's the basic gist of our gym and what makes us different from other gyms that you'd be experiencing. That's the gist of it.
Okay, and he's really strong, definitely. Share with me, what is maybe some things that has surprised you about owning your own business and running your own business? Because if I'm not mistaken, you're kind of doing everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, at first, you kind of enter into this business as a hobbyist, basically, not really a business owner, because you just have a passion for fitness. I started off as just a personal trainer. I was using my parents' garage. And so I guess there's this realization that at a certain point you do have to make this transition out of the hobbyist side of things into a business. So you have to learn this skill set, like scaling is really important. And so that was really opened my eyes as to owning. That was like surprising coming in. You kind of just think that like, oh, okay, I'll just continue doing what I'm doing, and the thing that gets you from point A to B is not what's going to get you from point B to C. You have to keep scaling these options. Although like a great work ethic is what gets you started, you really have to learn all these other skill sets going forward to really make it a business and not just like a hobby. And you had a question?
No, well, actually something you said kind of reminded me. They say like what got you from here to there is not going to get you to the next level.
That's exactly right. Right? 1 to 2 doesn't go from 2 to 3. The processes at least don't replicate themselves. And so like you get this mantra going into businesses that you're like, oh, just build it and they'll come, and that is like a 1 to 2 step, but a 2 to 3 step is not just going to be build and they come. There's all these other processes that come with it, and so learning that was at first it's frightening, but then you're like, wow, it's amazing that now having a business, like I don't have to coach anymore, and I have all these other coaches doing things for me, and I'm just kind of trying to scale these things. And so I had no idea doing that on the onset of opening a business. I just figured that I'd be like coaching classes forever.
Okay. How long have you guys been here?
This is 2 years and some change now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're probably closer to like 2.5 years.
Okay.
At this location. Before it was my parents' garage.
Right, okay. But now there's a nice facility here in Valley Village.
Yes. This is just the office.
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to show you a little bit of the floor a little later. So tell me, you're in a great location right here in Victory. What made you choose this neighborhood?
It's a little lame, but I just live here. That's going to be the easiest answer. And also, I started this whole gym on the basis of basically catering towards the Jewish community. But obviously, as I entered into the public space, I just grew out of that and into just everybody being in this facility. So I'm part of the Jewish community in this area, and I figured, let me continue to cater to that community. So I'd like to be in this area. But as I moved in here, it was just like you get so many people, and so it was irrelevant afterwards. Simply I live just like a mile down from here, and having that in my life is really awesome, not having to commute much. I guess that was just the simplest thing, but I could not have asked for a better location. The parking and everything here are just wonderful, and as a person that is a religious person, I definitely attribute that to like God and giving me the right place at the right time, because we've been looking for many places, and all these other places that every time we were approaching and closing these places, and they would fall through, and I'd be like, oh dang it, again, it would fall through. But all the other places, had any of those ones gone through, and we had not gotten this place, it would have been awful. This place has been fantastic. Just like, how much parking we have compared to the other spots, it's just been incredible. So I'm super happy that I ended up in this spot.
And it's a great location, and even since I've been coming here, I mean, you've done some like little light remodel.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's really nice.
It's been pretty cool, and then hopefully, God willing, we're going to be getting the spot next to this till we can expand the location outwards. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So you live in the neighborhood.
That's right.
You work in the neighborhood. Your business is in the neighborhood. Where do you like to go to eat and shop?
Well, I keep kosher, so my options are a little bit limited as far as the eating goes, but there are tons of terrific kosher restaurants, and also just in general, if you like Mediterranean food, there's lots of really good Mediterranean foods, that's that Israeli style food, so shawarma, lafas, falafel, that kind of thing. So I personally really like a place called Pacific Grill that is over here on Oxnard and Whitsett, and there's another place that's also Whitsett and Burbank, just one block down south, and it's Tel Aviv. Those places are great. I go there frequently. They're delicious food, really simple though, and then that's what I like. And then for shopping, I just shop around. I'm an Amazon guy, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Go Amazon.
Yeah.
But you actually bring up something interesting. So as someone who's, fitness orientated, and I'm not going to assume that you're trying to keep a certain weight, you've got a great physique, but what kind of foods do you normally eat yourself?
So to me, it's not so much as the quality of the food as the quantity of the food. So, like a pint of ice cream once, whatever, doesn't get you fat. And same thing, like one salad doesn't get you thin either, right? So it's like the culmination of those things over time. So there's not necessarily, I don't have a very restrictive diet where I'm like, okay, I don't have this or do have this. I just don't know that everything has its own cost. So I just have to make sure that I've either saved enough that I can have that, or just make it up on the back end. If I did have it, so that means that maybe the following day I have to have a little bit less to just make up for something like that. And I formulate the nutrition here the same way, where it's basically structured where, like, I tell people they know they're going to go out drinking, that maybe it makes the most sense to kind of allocate some of the food that you would have had towards that day towards the drinking instead, just like save up those calories then. Because ultimately, just thermodynamics, you can't beat out, if you just eat too much, you could have the healthiest food in the world, but you're just eating too much of it. Yeah.
Very interesting. So a couple little free tips there for you. So tell me, what do you like most about this neighborhood, this particular area, the neighborhood you grew up in, the neighborhood you have a business in?
I guess the easiest answer is the parking, because it's really easy to find parking everywhere. But it's for sure the people. The people will make up a community. And I lived in Israel for a while with my family, and we specifically moved back because of the people that are in this community. I know I have both my family, my wife's family are from here as well. And so they're just such a nice area. Really enjoyed, and again, just it's the people that make up a community, because what would it be otherwise?
True, very true. I don't want to say I hear that a lot, but sometimes with different people that I'm talking with, you hear that, like the area that I live in, I love it. It's not just a nice neighborhood or a nice area, but if I'm out walking the dog and I'm running into someone else with a dog, we're having good conversation, everyone's nice to each other.
Yeah, and then look, I as also there's this religious aspect of my life as well, where I have a whole Jewish community where on Sabbath, we're a temple and stuff, so it's like there's this very tight knit amount of Jewish community that's here as well. So those are all things that are really important to me, and my family. So yeah, all that, and there's lots of members of the community that work out here in the gym too, and it's really nice to have them. Yeah.
So here's a little tidbit, because I found this interesting at expecting you maybe for a class that I was taking, and one of your brothers showed up. So you come from a kind of big family, and is everyone involved in the business as well? Or?
I'm the sole owner of the gym, but my brothers do work here. Dan is a coach here. You'll see him all the time. And Naftali, he's basically his own deal, where he brings in his clients and trains them privately here in my facility. And then other than that, my other brothers, they're one's in film, one does and the other two kind of have nursing, and then also on the back end, the other brother works in that field as well, but supplying nurses for facilities.
So sales?
Ish, I guess. I'm a little confused as to his job exactly.
Is he a recruiter? Is he a placement?
Like I said, I'm pretty sure he has what to do with supplying hospitals with nurses.
Gotcha. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time with me today.
Yeah.
I obviously enjoy coming here.
Yeah,
it's
pleasure.
helped me get better with my squats, and
Yeah.
I've gotten stronger, and even a little bit on the rehab with my wrist. So
Okay, yeah.
it's been wonderful. And you guys come out, try a class. Are you still running those kind of?
Yeah, we do those promotions
challenges?
where we do challenges. Those are really fun ways to enter this gym. It keeps, it gives you, like I said, the nutrition, training, nutrition, and accountability all wrapped up in like a nice 5-week package where you get to experience what we have to offer here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.